Good afternoon. Happy Saturday to everyone. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. I'm going to give it just a few moments. Just a few moments. Just a few moments. I want to talk this afternoon about moving forward even when it is challenging. Moving forward even when it's difficult. Sometimes when you face some of the most difficult times in your life, I want to talk to you about moving forward. Good afternoon, Keisha. Thank you so much for joining. Moving forward even when it is challenging. Is there anybody who can relate? Anybody who can relate? Hey, Pat, how are you? Anybody who can relate? I'm going to get started in just a few moments. Just a few moments. I'm going to get started. Hey, cousin. Hey, Monica, how are you? How you doing? Going to give it just a couple more moments on this beautiful Saturday. On this beautiful Saturday. I'm going to start in just a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. I know it's Saturday and people are probably busy and out today. I just got back in myself, headed back out again later, but I wanted to pause and do this live. I felt like it will be a blessing to someone today, that it will help someone today. Hey, Pastor, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. I'm going to give it about another minute, one more minute, and then I'm going to start. Good afternoon again. I am Pastor Sandara Williams, for those who may not know who I am. And I believe in sharing nuggets. I call them faith moments, but I believe in sharing nuggets to help push people during times when they may not feel like moving forward, when they may not feel like that their faith is very strong. So I'm a faith coach, and I am the one who will push you into believing that with God, truly all things are possible. Well, today I want to talk to you about moving forward even when it is challenging. Can any of you who are watching right now, can you relate to that question? There are times in your lives where you feel like you cannot move forward simply because different things happen in your life, situations happen in your life, and you feel like with those situations, you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And sometimes the truth of the matter is you may not even want to get out of bed because of the weights, be it stress, be it a tragic event, be it a crisis, be it a death. There are times in our lives where we don't feel like we can move forward. Well, God spoke this to me today, and I felt like it would be a blessing to someone else, even with what I'm going through in my life right now. The death of my grandmother, which it's devastating. And I say that because I was very close to my grandmother, and I love my grandmother dearly, and she loved me dearly. But I know that if she was here, that she would be saying to me, Sandara, you gotta keep going. She would want me to keep going. She would want me to keep moving forward. She would not want me moping and laying in bed and feeling depressed and feeling like I can't move forward. She would want me to keep moving forward. So I came on today, and I want to talk to some of you who your situation may not be death, but your situation may be, it may be a crisis, or it may be a tragic event. And I want to tell you today that no matter what it is, you can keep moving forward. So I want to talk about moving forward even when times are challenging. How do you begin to move forward when challenging times happen in your life? If you follow me at any time on my lives, you already know that I'm going to give you some points, and today is no different. The first thing I want to tell you is that when you find yourself in a situation where you cannot, or you feel like you cannot move forward, the first thing that you need to do is you need to remove negative thoughts from your mind. Negative thoughts are going to come up in your mind when you are going through a difficult situation. But you must be willing to change the way that you think, even when you are going through that situation. Removing negative thoughts, removing negative people from your mindset. It's all about the mindset and how we process things. Yes, we can still keep moving forward even when things are challenging in our lives. We don't have to be in a pity party. We don't have to stay in a low place even when difficult times come up in our lives. So point number 1, remove negative thoughts from your life. Point number 2, remain productive even in the difficult times. What am I saying? That you must continue to go on. You must continue to do those things that you would normally do. Stay productive. Stay doing those things. Stay working on those goals. Stay working on your visions, even during challenging times. Now, some of you are saying, now that is hard to do. What I want to tell you today, that it may be hard, but I also want to tell you that you can do it. You got to learn how to press your way even when things are challenging in your lives. You got to make up in your mind that I still can move forward. It is no time to have a pity party. It is time for you to stay focused and time for you to keep moving forward. But here's the first thing. You got to believe that you can still move forward. Is there anybody that believes that you can still move forward even during challenging times? Even when you want to throw in the towel? Even when you say, I have had enough? You got to be willing to believe that you can move forward. Point number 3. You must be willing to conduct an audit of your time, even when you feel like you cannot be productive. Yes, there are things that happens in our lives that causes us to get to a low place. There are things that can happen in our lives that can cause us not to want to leave the house or not to even want to go outside. But I'm telling you today that you got to make up in your mind that you can press through these times. Yes, I could be in the house. I could stay in the house. I could be having a pity party because of the loss of my grandmother. No, I changed my mindset. And I said, I am going to get up. I am going to do things that I would normally do. I am going to go places that I would normally go. I'm going to get up. I am going to put on my clothes. I am going to put on my makeup. I am going to keep going because this is what my grandmother would want me to do. What is it that you need to do to keep moving forward? What is it that you need to do to change your mindset? Now, I want to talk about some distracting things that will come even when you're trying to move forward. The first one is procrastination. Procrastination is our worst enemy. Procrastination wants to remind us that, no, you cannot do that. No, you cannot keep moving forward. No, you won't be able to do that because of where you are right now. No, you must change your mindset and you must tell yourself that I can keep moving forward. Another distraction that will come into play is perfection. Some of us are not able to move forward in the things that we want to do. It's because we are trying to make it perfect. I want to tell you today that nothing is ever going to be perfect. And I also want to tell you that you will always make mistakes when you are trying to do something. What am I trying to say? Stop waiting until you believe that you have it perfect. It will never be perfect. Perfectionist is only a distraction. The next distraction that I want to talk about today is self-sabotage. We keep messing our own selves up with the way that we keep talking to ourselves. The truth of the matter is we are talking ourselves out of newness. We are talking ourselves out of moving forward. Nobody is doing it to us. We are doing it to ourselves. Self-sabotage is a major distraction. Another distraction is fear of failing. Fear of failing. We are already talking ourselves out of moving forward because we already believe that we are going to fail. We are going to fail. Why would we even be speaking that to ourselves? Failure. We cannot speak failure to ourselves if we really want to move forward. You got to believe that failure is not an option. You got to believe that failure is not a part of your equation. The next distraction is fear of rejection. Some of us feel like we're going to be rejected in what it is that we want to do. We feel like we're going to be rejected in starting something new. Guess what? You may be rejected, but guess what? That does not mean that there is not somebody who is waiting for you, who is waiting on your message. Your message is not for everybody. Your message is meant for those who are waiting to hear what it is that you have to say and those who are waiting for you to step out on faith. Stop worrying about rejection. I'm talking about moving forward. And I am telling you of some distractions that will keep you from moving forward sometimes. Lack of clarity will keep you from moving forward. Now, I want to talk to you about one of the ways that you can gain clarity, and that is by journaling. Journaling will help you to get very clear on what your goals are, on what your dreams are, and what your visions are. Writing it out will help you to get clarity on what it is that you really want to do. And some of you are not moving forward because you simply don't have clarity. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to begin. I want to tell you that if you begin just writing those things down, that writing it out will help you to begin to get clarity on those things that you really want to do. Clarity in those things that you really want to begin. So start journaling. Even if you don't have my journal, start writing it somewhere, even if it is just on notebook paper. Begin to write. Lack of confidence is the next distraction that will keep some of you from moving forward. You are not confident in what it is that God has given you to do. The truth of the matter is that you keep watching others do the things that you will like to do. And you keep saying, I wish I could do that. I wish that I had the confidence to begin doing that. I wish that I had the confidence to do live events. I wish that I had the confidence to come on Facebook Live and really talk like I see others talk. I wish that I had the confidence to get in front of people and speak and teach and talk. Guess what? You have it on the inside of you, but you must begin to speak to yourself. You got to tell yourself things like, yes, I can do it. Even if I'm afraid, yes, I can do it. Don't allow the lack of confidence to be your story. Allow your story to be, no, I can do this, even if I am afraid. The next distraction, and the main distraction that I want to talk about, is excuses. When will we stop making excuses? We make excuses for everything. Excuses for why I can't start the business. Excuses for why I can't write the book. Excuses for why I can't write the program. Excuses for why I can't start working out. Excuses for why I can't go to the gym. Excuses for why I can't start living a healthy life. Excuses for why I can't start eating right. We make excuses for everything. Don't allow excuses to be the distraction of why you cannot move forward. So I named several distractions. What is your distraction? What is keeping you from moving forward? Move against what those distractions are. Begin to tell yourself today that I can move forward no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, no matter what anybody else says. that I can move forward. We got to begin to speak to ourselves in this manner. So the things that I named today, which ones best fit you? Which ones are your story? And then I want to ask you, how will you change it? What will you do about it? You got to make up in your mind that you will do something about it. I came on today to remind somebody that even during challenging times, you can move forward. I came on to share this faith moment with you that you can do it. You just got to remind yourself, and you got to speak to yourself even when the challenging moments come. So I remind you today, what will you do to change the way that you will move forward? Begin to speak to yourself today and say that I can do this, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like. Change your mindset today on how you will move forward. I want to say thank you to those of you who came live, and I want to say thank you to those of you who will watch the replay. I pray and hope that this faith moment will push you today in moving forward. Take care.